What's up, my people? It's another episode of Tomboy Chronicles. Sorry, I had to go to the gym today and run a couple of errands, so my hair looks crazy. It's fine. So I've had a very impactful weekend, to say the least, and it had me thinking about a lot of things. If y'all haven't checked out the podcast Linguistic Lips, we touch on subject matters that we like to talk about, whether it's controversial or not. So with that, and then my weekend, it just had me thinking a lot about us as people and how we are and how we function from day to day, mostly with trauma. So like most people that go through traumatic experiences in their life, it kind of sets the course for the rest of their life. I was thinking about this with somebody that I'm close to, that everyone deserves love. Everyone deserves to have the opportunity to be loved and also to be understood. Just to piggyback on my last Tomboy Chronicles about what we do during depressive times and things like that, just be understanding of that, because if you think about it, none of us asked to be here. Two people made a decision. Whether it was a decision they wanted to make or not, they had a baby, and a child was brought into this world. They were put in a certain situation, a certain environment, and you either grow or flounder from that. So a lot of people have been put in situations where they have no choice in the steps that they take throughout their life, because it started at this moment and it built from there. And sometimes you can only grow on what's been given to you and what's been instilled in you and what's around you. And you put someone in different environments, you'll actually see that there's going to be different outcomes. Some things are hereditary and some things are environmental, and if you put both of those together, it could create greatness, or it can create chaos. So I was thinking about that with myself personally. I really like to just focus on me, not focus on other people, because I don't want to try to think I know what other people are going through in their situation. No, I didn't have the roughest upbringing and the roughest time in life, but I've had some traumatic experiences in my life that either as early as 2 years old and 5 years old, I started telling myself, hey, this happened, so what are you going to do to prevent this from happening from the next time? And I would start to develop these things where, okay, you don't do this, you don't do that, you act this way, you act that way, if basically cause and effect. Okay, I did this one time and this what happened, so I don't want that to happen again, so I'm going to stop doing that altogether. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, sometimes it is a bad thing, because it's just so much pressure, especially at such a young age. A child thinking that they're the cause of bad things happening to them. That's why it's important to always talk to your children, make sure they're okay, explain situations to them, and make them feel comfortable with coming to you to talk to you about things that are happening in our lives and traumatic experiences. So I've done a lot of soul searching over the past couple of years about who I am as a person and how did I get to be this person. I'm someone it's like, I like to stay on task. I like to do things in a timely fashion. I like to make sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to do to make the best outcome. Whether I have a group of people helping me or not, I take the burden on making sure it gets done and gets done right. That's a lot of pressure on one person. And it does cause anxiety. It does cause a little bit of stress in my life or whatever. And I got to pray about it a lot. I pray about it a lot. Like, Lord, give me patience, give me patience. I didn't know He's going to put me in the most stressful situations to get me to practice patience, but I'm glad He did. I'm glad that I do have the patience with other people that I do have, when sometimes others are like, you shouldn't even have to deal with that. You should, pull yourself out of that situation. You should, X, Y, Z or whatever. It's more about, I want to be understood, so I'm going to understand others. I want people to be patient with me, so I'm going to be patient with others and try to understand where they're coming from, and also express myself to them like, hey, I don't like to be treated this way. I don't like to be talked to that way. Is there, and then when they tell me, hey, Indian girl, I don't like when you do this. I don't like when you do that. And I'd be like, okay, you know what? That's noted. I'm going to work on those things. Some characteristics is kind of hard to change when you've been doing it so long and you don't even realize you're doing it. You don't even realize I can be very direct. So sometimes I don't realize I've said like, what'd I say? What did I say wrong? I just came out and said exactly how it is or how I want it to be done, or whatever the case may be. I'm also someone that I try to laugh through my trauma or pain. So if I'm in uncomfortable situations, I have a bad habit of making jokes. Some people don't like that. They're like, this is not the time to be making jokes. It helps me from being anxious and overprotective sometimes if I can laugh about it. And again, it's sometimes I don't even notice I'm doing it. It's become, just like the whole compliment thing. I'm not good at taking compliments, and when people give me compliments, I say something negative about myself instead of just saying thank you. So these are behaviors over time. It's so much a part of you. You don't even realize you're doing it. You don't realize who you can affect with that, or who you could be hurting with that. So I think people think that I'm real sensitive. I'm not real sensitive when it comes to you. If you say, hey, this is something that bothers me, I'm gonna take note. I can't be defensive about your feelings. You feel that way for a reason, and I have to respect that. So just know, anyone in my circle, if I made you feel some kind of way, or I made you uncomfortable, or I've done something, it's okay to tell me about it. Most people are going to be defensive up front anyway, because it's just how we made. We want to defend. I don't like the word defensive though. Defend your action. Or are you telling your side? Or are you telling how you felt in that moment? That's what I do sometimes. It's like, and I'm just honest, sometimes, again, I don't even know I'm doing it. So you would have to tell someone and point it out to them if it's part of who they are. I think I got to sneeze. Okay, maybe I don't. You do have to tell people how to treat you and how you want to be treated and how you want to be loved. Or if certain things bother you. Everybody's different. I kind of been catering how I act based on how the person talks to me or treats me. Again, it's another defense mechanism where I talk back to them the same way they talk to me, so my feelings are hurt. But sometimes that's not good, because I like to speak in kindness. I like to speak in love, and I'm working on that. But bottom line is, I just wanted to touch on, we none of us asked to be here. So, but that does not give us the right to go out here and wild out in this world that we live in. You weren't asked to be here. You weren't asked to be put in the situation you were put in, but you have to take those moments in your life. And once you get to the point to making decisions on your own, you can adjust. It's a plethora of knowledge out here that's waiting for you. So don't be stagnant in, this is where I'm born, this is how I was raised, this is how I'm going to stay. I don't have to change. I don't have to be any different because I didn't ask to be here. Just know that, there's other ways to get support. There's other ways to learn and grow. Don't let your trauma be your tragedy. Let it be your end all, the be all. Take that trauma, that tragedy, and make some treasures. Make something good of your life. Make some art. We as people in the Black community specifically, we have been known to take our trauma, our drama, our tragedies, and turning it into something beautiful, some type of beautiful art, because we are very artistic people. Whether you draw or write music, or you act, or you sing or rap, or whatever, poetry, whatever, we just have a great way of expressing that hurt through our talents. So think about what you're talented at and just put it all in that, and just love each other and look out for one another, and thank God every day that you have the opportunity to wake up and make it through another day and try to make something better of yourself every day. And be open to listening to people and talking to people and understanding other people, to know we all don't come from the same place, but we all do come from God. That's one thing we do have in common, whether you believe or not. So, you know, stay prayed up, stay focused, stay loving each other. And that's it for Tomboy Chronicles. I'll check you out next time. Love you guys. Peace.